In a place far from prying eyes, hidden deep within a dense forest in Pennsylvania, lies a forsaken path known as Fallen Road. Legends about this abandoned stretch of road tell tales of unspeakable horror. This road leads nowhere, except straight into your darkest nightmares. At the very end of the road stands a farmhouse. Not just an old, dilapidated home, but a place shrouded in terror. The Black Farm, a place swallowed by ruin. And entering it is a gamble with your very soul. Tension builds in the background music. On a cold and moonless night, 3 teenagers decided to face the legend head-on. But what started as a daring adventure soon turned into their worst nightmare. As they approached the road's entrance, everything seemed quiet, but it wasn't a normal kind of quiet. The forest felt alive, like it was watching them. The towering trees swayed gently, and faint, unnatural noises came from deep within the shadows. Their hearts pounded with every step forward. The farmhouse appeared suddenly a towering, decayed structure. Its wood was rotting, its windows shattered, and the doorway hung open, like an open mouth waiting to swallow them whole. Still, despite the dread gnawing at their nerves, they stepped inside. The moment they crossed the threshold, the air changed, becoming heavier, colder. A pungent, foul stench filled the space, as though something was rotting beneath their feet. Then they heard it, a faint, muffled sound, like the cry of a child. It was distant but unmistakable. Did you hear that?" Cassie whispered, her voice trembling with growing tension. The friends crept toward the sound with hesitant steps. In the living room, they found something even more chilling, a collection of charred photographs scattered across the floor. In every single one, smiling faces stared back at them, but their faces were violently scratched out, as if by someone filled with uncontrollable rage. On one of the photos, written in what looked like dried blood, were the words, "Leave before it's too late." The flashlight flickered violently, casting erratic, twisted shadows that danced on the peeling walls. Suddenly, a loud boom echoed through the house, and the floor seemed to tremble beneath them. Above, faint, chilling laughter rang out from the second floor. Mike shouted, "Let's get out of here!" But the door, the very door they had walked through moments ago, was gone. The wall was solid, sealed off. The laughter above grew louder, closer, accompanied by the unmistakable sound of something heavy dragging across the wooden floor in the corner of the room. They spotted a hidden door, barely visible in the dim light. It led to a set of stairs descending into complete darkness. They had no choice but to go down. The stairs creaked under their weight, the darkness below swallowing every glimmer of light. At the bottom, the basement was something out of a nightmare. The walls were covered in strange, disturbing symbols. Pentagrams, burned markings, and circles drawn in haste. In the center of the room stood a chair, an old, rotting chair, wrapped in rusted chains. It felt like they had walked into the scene of a horrific ritual. The walls were etched with frantic, horrifying messages. "She has returned. Get us out." Then, all at once, the lights went out. Total darkness consumed them. The room came alive with a cacophony of whispers and pounding thuds echoing from every corner. Something was moving in the shadows, closing in around them. Screams erupted, echoing through the basement. The chaos grew deafening, and then silence. The screen flickered back on, and the camera captured the face of Cassie. She was staring straight into the lens, but her face wasn't human anymore. Her lifeless eyes locked with the camera as she spoke in a voice that wasn't hers. "You shouldn't have come here. You've awakened us." A few seconds of silence, followed by a loud, sharp static sound. The footage abruptly ended. The screen faded to black, leaving only one final message in crimson text. It began with the road and ended with you, deep, slow voice. "And that is the curse of Hell's Road. No one knows the full truth. Was it just a legend, or did those teenagers pay the ultimate price for their curiosity? The farm is still there, waiting for its next visitors. The question is, will you be one of them?